But let's first understand the historical context as well. What is it that we mean when we talk about the two-state solution?
Well, as you know, that this is really depends on to what extent you want to go, but at least for 100 odd years since the Balfour Declaration that was signed by Lord Balfour, and in a letter which is just, I believe, at the 67 word letter, in which the fate of Israel was decided, that the state of Israel will be created, and that letter was written to the Zionist leaders of the time. And there, I mean, this all after the Ottoman Empire was defeated. But then subsequently, 1923 onwards, the British continued to have the mandate over it. In 1948, after the United Nations was born in 1945, this was one of the first resolutions that was passed in which state of Israel was created, and there was a state of Palestine supposed to be. Now, it was basically, if you leave aside those historic, very, very highly historic, long going back thousands of years history, then it's a very different situation. But if you were to simply see that Israel was given 55% of the total land which belonged to Palestine earlier, and 45% was for the new Palestinian state. So obviously they felt aggrieved, the Arab countries and the Palestinians, and then they went to war. And since then, we have seen several wars have taken place. However, the war of 1967 between Israel and the Arab states was the most decisive one, in which Israel was able to capture a lot of West Bank and the territories, including Gaza and others, Golan Heights and in the area. So it was a very decisive victory for the Israelis going forward. It has been supported all along by the Western countries. However, as you mentioned, that in 1988, when the Palestinian state was first recognized, India was one of the first, or probably the only non-Arab country to have recognized the state of Palestine. And we have also provided land and built an embassy and provided all the assistance to them throughout. A two-state solution, India believes, is the only fair solution whereby both states can live side by side, but should be obtained through dialogue. There is a quartet that was formed with the big all superpowers, but they failed completely. And there have been several other agreements since then, whether it was Madrid Summit or whether it's Oslo Accords or whatever. But the fact remains is that Palestinians never got their land.